it. You found your own space. Now that you are here, close the noise out for a moment. Just breathe. This space was made for you. It is quiet enough. Wherever today has taken you, however heavy it has been, in the middle of all the chaos, God is still here, and so are you.
Let's have a conversation or conversations. This is God-given peace. This is bliss. This is quiet enough.
Welcome back. If you watched part 1 on Monday, first of all, I see you. I see you processing. I see you sitting with some things you maybe didn't want to sit with. And if you skipped part 1 and came straight here, because the title said you deserve to be chosen, and you needed to hear that today, also valid. Welcome, you're in the right place. Today we are not diagnosing anything. We did that on Monday, so breathe. Today we are talking about what comes next. What do you actually do when you realize you've been in a situationship that isn't serving you? How do you have the conversation? How do you live without drama? How do you get your heart back after it's been emotionally occupied by someone else's indecision for months? And most importantly, how do you get yourself back? Because somewhere in this situationship, a little bit of you went missing. And today, we're going to go find them. Welcome to Quiet Enough. I know you've been avoiding it. And by it, I mean this conversation. And that is partially because you don't know how to start it. And partially because you already know that having it might change everything. And part of you would rather have the situationship than the clarity that ends it. I hear that. I genuinely do. But I need you to hear this too. The conversation you are avoiding is not more dangerous than the ambiguity you are currently living in. The ambiguity is just quieter. It doesn't blow up. It just slowly drains you. And we've already established what that costs. So, if you decide you want to have the conversation, here is how I recommend you do it. Keep it simple. You do not need a script. You do not need to rehearse 17 different versions of how it might go. You just need one honest sentence. Something like, hey, I care about you, and I just need to know where we stand. I'm not trying to pressure you. I just need clarity. That's it. Clean, honest, not dramatic, not an ultimatum disguised as a question. Just, I need to know what this is. And then, and this is the important part, you actually listen to the answer. Not just the words, the energy, the hesitation, the deflection if it comes. Because someone who wants to be with you will not make you feel bad for asking. They will not panic. They will not suddenly need more time after months of this already. They will meet your honesty with their own. The right person will not punish you for wanting clarity. If asking the question scares them away, they were already leaving. Now, 2 things can happen after this conversation. 1, they choose you, clearly. And things move forward with definition and intention. If that happens, amazing, for real. But also, pay attention to whether the clarity actually changes anything, or whether it's just a label on top of the same ambiguity. Words are easy. Consistent chosen behavior is the real answer. Number 2, they don't. They hedge. They say they're not ready. They say they like things how they are. They say they need more time. And if that happens, that is not a reason to stay indefinitely. That is information about where you are on their priority list, about what you can expect from this connection going forward. And you are allowed to use that information to make a decision that protects your peace. Okay, so leaving a situationship is genuinely one of the harder things to do, and I want to acknowledge that without making it sound easy, because it is not. You are not breaking up with someone. There is no formal ending. There is no clear before and after. There is no language for it that other people will automatically understand. You cannot post about it. You cannot grieve it loudly, because technically nothing ended, because technically nothing started. And yet, the loss is real, the feelings were real, the investment was real, and you are allowed to feel all of that without anyone's permission. Here is what stepping back actually looks like in practice. First, you stop being so available, not dramatically. You do not ghost. You do not post a sad song and wait for them to notice. You simply, gradually, quietly, stop being the first to reach out every time. Stop dropping everything when they text. Stop rearranging your schedule around their availability. Create a little space. See what fills it. See what they do with it. Second, you reintroduce yourself to yourself. This sounds funny, but it's serious. When you've been emotionally occupied by a situationship for a long time, your own wants and interests and moods have been quietly pushed to the side. What did you like before this person took up so much headspace? What did you want to do? Who did you want to see? What made you genuinely happy that had nothing to do with them? Go back to those things, not to distract yourself, to remember who you actually are. You had a whole personality before this person started living rent-free in your brain. It's still there. Go find it. Third, stop the loop. You know the loop. The replaying of conversations, the rereading of old messages, the checking their social media to see what they're doing and with who, the hypothetical conversations you have with them in your head at midnight. Every time the loop starts, catch it, name it, redirect it. You do not have to engage every thought that knocks on your door, especially not at midnight, especially not when the thought is just going to send you back to the same place you've been trying to leave. And fourth, and this one is probably the most important, grieve it properly. Do not skip this step. Do not just busy yourself into forgetting. Do not immediately jump into the next thing to avoid feeling what this one cost you. Give yourself actual time and space to feel the loss of something that mattered, even if nobody else understands why it mattered, even if you feel silly grieving something that was never official. It was real to you. That is reason enough. Okay, this is the part I want you to actually absorb. Not just hear, absorb. You deserve to be chosen, not maybe chosen. Not chosen when it's convenient. Not chosen as long as you don't ask too many questions, or need too much clarity, or want things to actually move forward. Chosen, clearly, by someone who is not confused about whether they want you in their life. And I know that sounds simple. I know it sounds like something you've heard before. But I want you to actually sit with the gap between knowing that and living it. Because a lot of us know we deserve to be chosen clearly, and then spend months in situations where we are very much not being chosen clearly, because somewhere deeper than the knowing, we don't fully believe it's actually available to us. Like, yes, I deserve that. But realistically, this is just how things are now. Nobody actually does that anymore. Maybe I'm asking for too much. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what connection was designed to look like. 1 Corinthians 13 describes love as patient, kind, not self-seeking. Not keeping you in an undefined space for months while it figures things out. Not giving you just enough attention to stay without enough commitment to move forward. And God, who is love itself, chose you completely before you earned it, before you figured yourself out, before you had it all together. He looked at you and said, yes, that's one. Completely, without ambiguity. Someone who genuinely loves you will reflect at least a fraction of that certainty. Not perfectly, not from day one, but over time, with intention, with consistency, you will know where you stand. You will not have to guess. You will not have to analyze. You will feel the peace that comes with being actually clearly chosen. And until that person arrives, or until the person you're currently in this with chooses to show up that way, your job is to protect your heart, to guard it, to stop giving it unlimited access to someone who hasn't committed to being careful with it. You are not a maybe. You are not a placeholder. You are not a situationship. You are someone worth choosing, and you should start acting like you know that. Say this with me. God, help me to believe that I am worth being chosen clearly. Not because I've earned it. Not because I've been patient enough, or understanding enough, or available enough, but because you made me, and what you make is worth choosing. Help me to take my heart back this week, to stop leaving it in spaces that haven't earned access to it. Help me to be as intentional about who I give myself to as you were when you chose me. And Lord, for the ones who are grieving the end of a situationship, even when nobody else understands why it hurts this much, meet them in that grief. Remind them that real feelings deserve real healing, and that healing is not the end. It is just what comes before the next chapter. Help us all to choose ourselves a little more clearly this week. In Jesus' precious name, amen. That is the Situationship Series. 2 episodes, one topic that approximately nobody wants to talk about honestly, but everyone needed to hear. Part 1 said, here is what a situationship is, and here is what it is quietly costing you. Part 2 said, here is how to step back. Here is how to get yourself back. And here is why you deserve better than a maybe. Share Part 1 with the friend who needs someone to name what they're in. Share Part 2 with the friend who already knows but needs the courage to do something about it. And next week, we are going somewhere completely new. Come back Sunday for the prayer and Monday for the next conversation. Until then, peace, vibes, and QED from QETV.
Hey, bestie. You had a good time, right? Yeah, I bet you did. And just like that, you made it through. Just so you know, the world will get loud again the moment you leave here. That's okay. Hold on to what you felt in here just long enough to remember that this quiet exists. We need to hang out more. Bring your friends. This party is quiet enough. See you soon, love.